frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bump it. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left is my good friend Charles Davis, and what a thrill to be here for the biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl. And it seems to get bigger every year. The lights get brighter. The cameras more numerous. I don't know. There's just so much that goes into this game. It's an honor to be here, isn't it?
It is an honor, and I can't wait to share this game with you. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. You're my partner, my best friend. I can't imagine being anywhere else but right here with you. And just think about it this way. You mentioned the magnitude. This is no longer just a game for America or even North America. This is worldwide. People watching from just about every country in the world. This is impressive.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. 2nd and 10. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
On 1st down, Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Strip that ball. Mike, 55.
Looking to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They'll drop to throw. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go. Now the wood. Hey, check.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here's 2nd and 8. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Here's a run with Ballage. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami, with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that was a pretty darn good opening drive. drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they've made it pay off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 2nd down, Clement. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. Prescott stripped, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken short. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Hey, switch gears. Hey, kill. 47. It was 154. Why?
From the 29, Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, Drake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Check, check, walk 54, walk 54. Man, that's trash, that's trash. Hey, alert 3.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Slam, slam, slam. Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The end result, 21 yards.
That's another Dolphins first down.
Watch out. Check
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw, Prescott. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. Forced out to his left. That is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 48 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Counter play, Drake. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That puts a good dent into their first down setback. It's a pickup of 16. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing again on second down. Prescott going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Here we go. Go on to 53.
Check 13.
A first down throw for Prescott. Steps away to his left. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On second down now, Clement. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
You see me? They can't stop me out here.
Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. The kick by Maher is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55 as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Clement. And some room to work. But they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On the carry, here's Clement. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, kill. Back to you. I'm going back to you.
On 2nd and inches, Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Now a toss coming right side. Clement. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
65.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
So the Cowboys now bringing the offense out there to go for 2. Now a toss coming right side. Clement, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half. Maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did.
Okay.
It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Gordon would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine. And you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's caught. Stills right side. 25 yards that time.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Balaj. About 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's complete to Parker, left side. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Balaj. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
54. All day. Check it out.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Albert Wilson there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll begin on the ground with Clement. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Eric Berry, the safety, comes flying in for the sack.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
The Dolphins take over. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground. Barrage again. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ready? 10, touchdown. 54. Check, 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 check.
They'll set up to throw. And Wilson has it. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Toss play to Barrage. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Second and long. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover.
Here we go. Go right in. Here we go. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Right in. It's a safety crease.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Clement. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
A Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with Clement, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott to throw. And able to find Dorsett. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run out of the gun with Clement. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
They'll run with Clement, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Prescott to throw on fourth. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are in for 6. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Malone. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And the Lombardi Trophy has a home in South Florida. The Miami Dolphins are your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.